All right, 11 a.m. and didn't have a bunch of stuff to get done today. Anywho, just finishing getting myself together, making sure that I have all my ingredients, and see if we get anybody on and start my live. Give it a few moments. Maybe I'll see if I make sure I'm not missing anything. Right back. Had to get one more ingredient. That's okay. One more thing. And now I'm kind of quiet, a lot of dead air, but I'm just kind of waiting to see if we get anybody on before I start. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, wonderful Saturday today, wonderful weekend. It's a cleaning day for me as usual, just trying to get stuff done. And whenever you do watch this live, I hope that your day's going well for them also. Yeah. So let me double check and make sure that I'm showing live all the way through. I'll open my Facebook real quick. Okay, that's good. That's showing. Whoop, where'd you go? Where'd you go, you bugger? No, that's the wrong one. I see we have Miss Jody on. Good morning, dear, or evening for you, I'm thinking. Let's see, groups, my groups. I'm trying to open a couple of things up so I see what I got. There we go. Okay, it is showing live. Good deal. So, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully everything's going good. A little bit of lag, it seems like, but that's okay. Not too bad. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's 5:30 in the morning over there. Holy wow. I'm sorry it's so early for you. What are you doing up? Jesus. Yeah, I slept in this morning. You know, normally I'm already on my way to work at 5:30 in the morning, but today that did not happen. I slept in till I think almost 8 o'clock. Took a gummy last night to help me sleep and passed out. You're off to work. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. It is... Work sucks. It's overrated, damn it. Okay, anyway. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And hopefully you'll get to watch a bit of this before you have to take off, or at least hear as much as you can before you have to take off. So the ingredients for this one is jojoba oil, Ylang Ylang Oil, sweet orange oil, ginger oil, clover oil, and if you want, vitamin E oil. I like to add the vitamin E oil, especially if I'm doing it for massage. I mean, who doesn't like to add vitamin E to their skin? It's just so relieving and soothing, and the benefits are just absolutely amazing. So why not add it? You know, it helps us out a lot. So I'll start off with what I have written down, right? So getting a massage, pretty awesome. I love getting massages. But you don't have to go to the spa, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on oils. You know, you get a few small ingredients and go for it, right? Okay, so why oils and not lotions? Okay, so lotions absorb into the skin much faster than oils do, which means that you need to use a lot more. You have to stop more often to keep reapplying. And then, you know, I'm going to go on with, as if I really need to convince people, but trading massages, they're not just fun, they're romantic. Even if you do nothing afterwards, it's a great connection, you know. And then health benefits of a massage can include reducing stress and increase relaxation, reducing pain with sore muscles and tension, improving circulation, energy, alertness, lowering heart rate and blood pressure, improving immune function, deeper and better sleep. Massage improves the quality of sleep by supporting the production of serotonin. So, and then there's the connection portion of massages, you know, especially when you're trading massages with your significant other. They help us melt away distractions and reconnect with each other on an emotional and physical level. Busy schedules, you know, daily stress, they can totally disconnect us from our partners. And trading massages with each other can help increase those feelings of connection and intimacy by releasing oxytocin, serotonin, and dopamine within our bodies, you know. So with that little bit of information, I say trade massages. Who cares if anything goes further than that? It's just the massage alone is a wonderful connection. And it doesn't have to be even a connection on an intimate level. Well, there's different forms of intimacy. There's mental intimacy, physical intimacy. And trading massages can be on the lowest, you know, to the highest of levels. It just depends. So anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and start. Now, I'm doing it in a glass mason jar to start because my batch actually will fill about 1.5 of these bottles. And when I actually add my last ingredient that I had forgotten to list, which is a little bit of vodka, and the reason I add the vodka is because I like to use the spritz bottles, and the vodka actually helps to keep the nozzle from getting clogged. So I like to add just a little bit of vodka. So it'll actually fill a little bit more than 1.5 of these bottles. So I'm going to do it in a glass mason jar to start. So I don't like to use plastic, but I cannot find my glass measuring cups. So the plastic measuring cup is going to be used for just a moment, just for my jojoba oil, because we start off with 8.5 ounces. So it's basically going to be a cup and a few drops. Now your measurements do not have to be exact, but this does make quite a bit. Let's hope I don't spill any everywhere. Now, like I said, your measurements don't have to be exact, but I'm going to do my half. There we go, half an ounce. Yeah, that works. Okay, now let's get rid of that. So we start off with our jojoba oil, and it's quite a bit. Now I'm going to add the Ylang Ylang, and this one is 10 drops of the Ylang Ylang. I've got my little glass pipette. 9, 10, and I'm gonna just throw an extra one in there for good measure, because why not? Like I said, your measurements do not have to be exact. If you like the smell of one thing over another, go for it. All of these are gonna really help out. My next one is my sweet orange, and this is another 10 drops. Since I did 11 drops, I like to keep these two balanced, so I'm gonna do 11 drops of this one. Rid of the last of that. Close that guy up, put it to the side. I don't want to get any of these mixed up. My next one I'm going to use is the, oh, I almost grabbed the clove, the ginger oil. This is only 5 drops, and I don't like to add any more. This one, it's okay. Hello, Miss Meredith, nice to see you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ginger is very strong. Smells wonderfully, but it is a very strong oil. And just as a tip, if you're gonna make something with ginger, always mix other oils with it. I know quite a few people that ginger oil can be very, very strong, and another reason why I keep it down, the drops down, it can irritate the skin much easier and quicker than a lot of other oils. So I like to try to keep the ginger to a minimum. I'm just going for a little bit of the scent. My next one is going to be clove. And we're only doing 5 drops of the clove also. I'm going to add an extra drop of that guy because I do like the clove. Get that one closed. Clean the outside of my pipette here. And then the vitamin E. That one's the one that is optional. I like to get that one in there. And 5 drops of that. And you know what? I'm going to just throw in a couple of extra drops just for good measure because it's vitamin E. There's no scent to it whatsoever. It's just going to help the skin, and you could add more or less, all you want. It's not going to hurt the mixture whatsoever. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of vodka to it, and like I had said earlier, I add the vodka to it. Reason being, it helps to keep that little nozzle, I can't see it, helps to keep the little spray nozzle from getting clogged. So, and I don't do a measurement on this guy, it's just what looks good. You don't need a lot. Little bit of alcohol goes a long way. I'm going to go ahead and use my pipette to give it a stir. Get that all going, mix everything together. I got bubblies. It smells beautiful. It's very subtle, and it does not take a lot at all. It's a very nice, subtle smell. All right, now I'm going to very carefully, see if I could do this carefully, I hope so, pour it into our jar, hopefully without making a big mess. And like I stated earlier, this batch will actually fill 1.5 jars of this size spray bottle, and I think it's only a 6 ounce. I'm gonna make a mess. It's only a 6 ounce bottle, this little guy. So 5 or 6 ounce. It might be 5 ounces. Might be wrong on that. I'm afraid to try to pour it directly into the bottle because I'm going to get it all over the place. Let's see if I can lift this cap just a little bit because it seems to not want to keep flowing through. Come on, baby. I don't know where I'm at inside the bottle. Oh, I'm getting there. It's getting full. I had to take a peek. That's good enough. I have to find one of my other bottles and put the remainder in there, but that's what that's going to do. So I went ahead and stopped here. No big deal. I'd like to leave a little bit of room for this to go in. There is alcohol in there. Give it a little bit of a stir, and we have a wonderful couples massage oil. Like I said, it's very subtle. It's got an invigorating smell to it. That sweet orange is awesome. And I like to use the spray because it's a little bit easier. I could kind of spray it all over, or in, different spots on my husband's back and shoulders and stuff like that. And he does the same thing. And it's just nice to be able to just kind of spray it on and then start rubbing it in and enjoy it. And with the vitamin E, it's very beneficial. Do we have any questions so far? I know that we only have a couple of people on, but just double check, see if we have any questions before I give you guys my other surprise fun and mixture. Okay. Well, I don't see any questions. I did state in the comments or in the live itself that I wanted to give you guys another recipe. So and I'll take a screenshot of this, of the 2 recipes, and I'll post them as soon as the live is over. Anyway, my secondary oil recipe. What I like to do is I like to take coconut oil, and not the infractionated, because I don't want it in actual oil form. I like to get the more solid coconut oil, and then everything else is your regular oils. And I warm it up just enough to get it to melt down, and then add 10 drops of your Ylang Ylang. Oh, I'm sorry. A full cup of coconut oil. Warm it up just to get it to melt down for you. 10 drops of the Ylang Ylang oil. 8 drops of lavender oil. 4 drops of sweet orange oil. 2 drops of the cassia cinnamon oil. And then pour it all into a tin or something you're making a salve, kind of like. And I just put it in, just a nice little tin. You could even use a glass jar. I've used those too. The tins work just fine for it. And it is gonna solidify, and it's gonna, but after it's all mixed together and everything, it's gonna be a little bit harder. Throw it to the side. But what I like to use about that coconut oil is the minute, you can actually get it out of the tin, and it starts to melt right away, so it kind of feels like it's starting off as like a lotion or a salve or something like that, but it rubs onto the body very nicely as a massage oil. So I wanted to give you guys that one. This one that we just made, I don't have any names for them, so if y'all come up with some names, hey, that'd be cool. But my first oil recipe is the one that we made. This one's my husband's favorite one. It's very subtle, very light. And the secondary one, you know, when we kind of really want that lavender to just help us fall asleep, we like to use the second one also. But the first one is my favorite. Anywho, that is what I have for you guys. I apologize that it's an extremely short live. I don't see any questions. I mean, I guess there we go. We've already gone over, I mean, all of us different crones have gone over all of the benefits for, you know, the different oils. So, thank you. Sorry for being late. Well, oh, no problem. It's no problem at all. That's the hard thing about doing lives on a Saturday. You know, a lot of us are trying to get caught up. Or I'd say half of us are trying to get caught up because of the work week, and the other half of us are working because their weekends are in the middle of the week sometimes. So, no problem. I'm glad you were able to join me for even the bit that you were. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and get off. I hope you guys enjoy the oils. I absolutely do love these. They're wonderful. They have great smells to them. And have a happy, wonderful Saturday. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. Love you, all of you. Many blessings, you guys. Bye-bye now.